world is full of fear, insecurity, worry, and the rest of it. I just want to escape. I'm unhappy.
Hey Charlie,
Why do I feel like I've seen this place earlier?
well, what happened, Charlie?
People will swear on a stack of timetable that there are only two, but I say there are three because I've been on the third level.
Everyone I know wants to escape from reality, but they don't wander down into any third level at the central station.
My stamp collection. That's a temporary refuge from reality. Things were pretty peaceful and nice in my grandfather's days, and from all I hear, he started my collection. It's a nice collection too. Blocks of 4 of practically every issue first day covers, and so on. Even the president collected stamps, you know. Anyway, here's what happened in Central Station. One day, after work, I was in a hurry to get to my wife, Louisa, at my apartment. So, I decided to take the subway from the Central because it's faster than the bus. Now, I don't know why this should have happened to me. I'm just an ordinary guy named Charlie. I passed over a dozen men who looked just like me, and I was not trying to escape from anything, I just wanted to get home. I went through a doorway which was new to me, and then I got lost there. Sometimes, I think Grand Central is going like a tree, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. And maybe because for so many people through the years, Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. But I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. The corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward, and I thought I was wrong, but I kept on walking. The tunnel turned sharp left. I went down a flight of stairs. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps, and I didn't pass a soul. I thought I was back at the second level. But I saw the room was smaller, there were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. A man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. He snapped open the cover, glanced at his wallet, and frowned. He wore a derby hat, a black 4-button suit with tiny lapels, and had a big black handlebar mustache. Then I walked around and saw that everyone in the station was dressed a bit old-fashioned. I never saw so many beards, sideburns, and fancy mustaches in my life. To make sure, I walked over to a boy selling newspapers and took one from him. It was The World, and The World hasn't been published for decades. I have that since it was on the front page of the public library files. The paper was dated June 11, 1894. I turned towards the ticket windows that were on the third level. I wanted to buy 2 tickets that would take me and Louisa to Galesburg, Illinois. Have you ever been there? It's a wonderful town still with big old frame houses, huge lawns and tremendous trees whose branches meet overhead and roof of the streets. And in 1894 summer evenings were twice as long and people sat out on their lawns. The men smoking a cigar and talking quietly, the women waving palm leaf fans with fireflies all around. To be back there with the First World War 20 years off and the World War II set to happen over 40 years in the future, I wanted 2 tickets to go to that peaceful world.
That ain't money, mister. If you're trying to skin me, you won't get so far.
And that was that. I left the same way I came. The next day during lunch hour, I drew $300 out of the bank, nearly all we had left, and bought old style currency. My $300 bought less than $200 in old style bills, but I don't care. Eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894. But I never found the corridor that leads to the third level at the central station ever again. Louisa was pretty worried when I told her all this
How do you feel now?
and didn't want us to look for the third level anymore. But now we are both looking every weekend because now we have proof that the third level is still there. My friend Sam disappeared. Sam is a city boy and I used to tell him about Galesburg. I went to school there and he always said he liked the sound of the place. And that's where he is, alright in 1894. One night, among my oldest first day covers, I found one that shouldn't have been there. But there it was. It was there because someone had mailed it to my grandfather. That's what the address on the envelope said. And it had been there since July 18th, 1894. The postmark showed that. Yet, I didn't remember it at all. The stamp was a 6 cent, dull brown with a picture. Naturally, when the envelope came to Grandad, it went right into his collection and stayed there till I took it out and opened it. The paper inside was in black.
Charlie, I got to wishing that you were right. Then I got to believing you were right. And Charlie, it's true, I found the third level. I have been here 2 weeks, and right now down the street, someone is playing a piano, singing Seeing Nellie Home, and I am invited over for lemonade. Come on back, Charlie and Louisa. Keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it, believe me.
I went to the stamps and coin store near Sam's home to see what he had bought.
Hey, yo, welcome back.
Hey, have I ever been here?
Yeah, Sam, we had a great talk on stamps and coins just a few days back, around 7 days back. You're such a weird person. You don't even remember me.
Sorry, mister, you're having a wrong perception. I'm not Sam and I have not been here before, and I'm sure about that. Why is there my address and Sam's signature? My mind oscillates between different dimensions of imagination and reality. The mind can be both beautiful as well as dangerous for a person to view his reality.
Charlie, 31 years old, has shown symptoms of schizophrenia. He claims to have seen and experienced things which does not exist. Recently, he has been hallucinating about there being a third level at the central station.
Have I ever been here?
Yes, you have been here the last time you came up with an incident regarding there being an extra level in the central station.
Our mind, on certain occasions, become unable to distinguish between real and imaginary. And sometimes, imagination becomes reality.
Hey Charlie,